Okay, it's recording.
Alright, bear with me, you're trying to do this video with my nice girlfriend that's behind the camera.
Hello.
So we just drove around the corner to put the car in a nice little parking lot for you to see. We just walk you around it and see all the flaws and good and bad stuff about it and see what you think of it. So let's check out the engine bay. This is the deck lid. It's just more of a show thing. You may not want to take this piece with you. It's not really waterproof with those vents in the back. But I'll leave it up to you. I don't care either way. But show the engine bay and see what you think of that. So it's been painted. Pour 15 on the engine bay. A new engine seal. The carbs have been rebuilt, painted. Just different non-stock breathers, I should say. Almost everything you're going to look at here will be new. It's got, if you can look in here, no longer, it's where it should be a mechanical fuel pump. This is now electric, so it bypasses it. And the wiring, or the lines I should say, all go around the top. It has all new plugs, cables, everything to do with the tune-up, cap rotor. It is Pertronic, so it's electronic ignition, which is way better than stock, I find. Points are good, but these I find are a bit more exact. Yeah, it runs like a top. Never had any issues with it in terms of letting me down. It's just runs great. So walk around. The paint, I just did a cut and polish and wax. It needed it. When I first got it, about 8 years ago. I think it had just been painted before I got it, and it never got its cut, so it had some fisheye, and it was desperately needed it. So it got done pretty much 2 weeks ago. Finally got finished. And I think it turned out fantastic. It's hard to see, there's not much sun today, but trying to get a good gist of what the paint looks like. It turned out really well. This is Viper Blue. It's non-stock, obviously, but it's not a custom color.
Should I get up close to it?
Sure. It's not a custom color, so there's no issue with getting paint if you feel like you need to paint it again at some point. The stripe is just vinyl decal, comes right off. It's super simple. Just like this or something different. The front is those are the Hella H5 headlights. I like them yellow. I always do yellow high beams. That's what they got. It is plastic dip on the front just for a different look. Obviously, you can peel off if you want to. Has a Camaro spoiler on the front. Keep walking around, I guess. The wheels are, I guess the brand is MSR. I got them because they're mini light copies, which I've always liked. 17 by 9. If you can see inside, there's a spacer. It's 3/4 inch on the front, 1 inch in the rear. Basically, it is as wide as it'll go. With the alignment and adjusting, there's almost no rubbing with it, which I'm super happy about. It took me a long time to get right, but I did, and it turned out great. Runs nice and straight. I'll check the interior, I guess. These are non-stock front seats, obviously. I installed them for autocross, and they work out really good. Are not the most comfortable in the world. They're pretty tight, but it's decent. The back seat's stock. And the speaker box is I made myself. There is no speakers in this model, no radio actually, because it was a 500 model. It came with no radio, a radio delete, no speakers whatsoever. So I made a box that fits in the back. So it's a package area, so it just fits in there. I think it looks pretty decent. You really can't tell it's not meant to be there. And if you can see in the light, hard to tell. In the front air vents here, the little pocket area, there is a speaker, 2 speakers in the front, so it's 4 speakers. Not that I use it very much, but I do, and you can if you like. The Corsa dash and the Corsa glove surround, which came with a nicer model than this. The radio bezel is a custom piece. Someone in the US made it. There was 40 pieces made. It's basically a copy of the stock radio thing, I don't call it exactly, behind, and it will fit a single-din radio. Everything else will make it point down, which is terrible. I also have gauges for voltage, and for the bottom one there is just to let me know that my fuel pump is running. It's pretty basic, nothing too complicated. The steering wheel, that I believe is from 60s Camaro. I'll have to get the exact one off. I know they're extremely expensive to come by. And I got a deal on it, and of course I said this car got all the best of everything. So Yeah, and I matched it with the shift lever, which is also of course a shifter, and the knob is just on my. I happen to found with the right pattern. I recovered the dash. That turned out, I think, pretty decently. And the headliner is in great shape. If you want to look up.
What?
Headliner above you.
Oh, I can't.
Headliner's in great shape.
It's like dark.
Yeah, it's hard to get that.
Oh god. Not sure if I'm doing a good job.
And if you want to just walk on the back, I'll just drop the The rear cove is also plastic dipped. I always like the darks around in the headlights and taillights. Of course, you can peel it off. The paint's great underneath it. Yeah, and the exhaust is 6-in-1 single collector. It is loud. You'll hear that in a minute. I love it. I think it sets the car off. You may not. It's up to you, but they're obviously easy to swap out. And it has heater box to work the chokes and the actual heater itself. I modified mine to work with headers because it would work on the exhaust manifold, which is not on this right now. So you do have, I took the flaps off in the summer. You don't want those in the summer. You'll retain heat and you'll retain chokes, which is, I find, really important for drivability. And yeah, it turned out really good actually. So what we'll do, I guess, is have Lizzie following in the car, and we're jump in and go for a drive.
Okay. Where do you want me to like point this? Just like you?
So I don't know well you'll be able to hear the sound of the exhaust. We'll try it and see. Maybe we'll do a drive-by as well.
Can you hold it for 1 second?
Sure. Okay, so let me just point here-ish.
Okay.
Down here, we'll drive down there and just drop Leslie off, and we'll just do a drive-by. Maybe we can get a better idea of the exhaust. So we'll try that out now.
So then I'll videotape you as you drive by.